Let's be clear, AI isn't just some new tool. It's fundamentally rewriting the rulebook for business. Today, we're going to dive into a new paper that explains exactly why that is and, more importantly, what it means for your strategy. Okay, so before we can really get into the new rules, we've got to unlearn an old one. For decades, we've been thinking about technology in a very specific way, a way that's now, frankly, pretty outdated. We tend to see AI as just another tool, maybe a souped-up spreadsheet or something. But what if that's like calling a hurricane a bit of wind? This paper makes the case that this very limited view isn't just wrong, it's actually a huge blind spot for any leader today. So the argument is we need a much bigger, much more powerful frame. AI isn't a tool, it's a socio-technical system. Think of it this way. A hammer, that's a tool. But a whole construction company with its blueprints, its safety protocols, its supply chains, and its skilled crews, that's a socio-technical system. And AI is the same way. It's not just about the algorithm, it's the entire system you build around it that makes it work.
The thing is, until now, research on AI strategy has been like a jigsaw puzzle, with pieces scattered all over the place, across dozens of different fields. It's been incredibly hard to see the big picture. And that's why this paper is so important. It's one of the first to really put all those pieces together.
So how did they do it? Well, they created the first ever map of AI's strategic impact. And they did it by systematically reviewing the 20 most important and influential articles in the entire field. And what this map shows are 5 key battlegrounds, 5 areas where AI is actively changing the rules of the game for strategists. These are the arenas where the competitive futures of companies are being decided, like right now. So let's walk through each one. And just look at this chart. You can see how the conversation around this is just exploding. This isn't some far-off futuristic trend we're talking about. It is happening right now, and the pace is accelerating. Understanding this map is absolutely crucial because if you're not keeping up, you are already falling behind. So let's get into that first domain. First up, competitive advantage. The key insight here, and it's a big one, is that you can't just buy a lasting advantage off the shelf. Think of it like a secret family recipe. Yeah, the ingredients are important, but the real magic, the thing nobody else can copy, is how you uniquely combine them. Your AI advantage isn't the algorithm itself. It's how you blend it, how you bake it into your one-of-a-kind business processes. But here's the thing. Integrating AI isn't just about finding the right recipe. It also means navigating a really tricky trade-off, which brings us right to our second domain, organizational learning. Okay, so here's the dilemma. Do you use AI to perfect the way you've always done things, what's called exploitation, or do you use it to discover completely new ways of doing things, exploration? The first path, just exploiting, can make you more efficient, but it also creates this learning myopia, where you risk becoming obsolete. The second path, exploring, can lead to breakthrough innovations, but it also comes with a lot of uncertainty. The choice between augmenting your team and just automating their jobs is everything. Next, let's talk about decision-making. AI is brilliant at predicting the known unknowns. Forecasting sales based on last year's data, for example. But it's totally useless when it comes to the unknown unknowns, the true black swan events that can change absolutely everything. That's what's called Knightian uncertainty, and that's exactly where human judgment is still king. Now, zooming out even further, AI is changing the entire industry landscape itself. Think of it like David and Goliath. In the past, Goliath, the big incumbent, almost always won because he had more resources, more data. But with AI, David can now win with a better slingshot, a superior algorithm. This is what the paper calls algorithm envelopment, and it's completely rewriting the old rules of competition. And check this out, this is a fascinating twist. AI isn't just the thing we're studying, it's also becoming the researcher. We're now using these incredibly sophisticated AI models to go back and challenge some long-held business theories, and the results are pretty surprising. For instance, that classic idea that a star CEO is the biggest factor in a company's success? Well, AI analysis suggests their direct impact is actually far smaller than we've always believed. So what does this all mean for you? Across all of these different domains, the paper boils everything down into 5 core truths. Think of them as the new guiding principles for your AI strategy, starting today. Okay, truth number 1. Your competitive advantage isn't the AI you buy, it's the AI you build into your business, the one that becomes uniquely woven into your company's DNA. Truth number 2. You need 2 sets of rules.
You need one for the AI's predictions, and you need another one for the human's final call. It's a dual system, and you have to actively govern both parts.
And truth number 3, are you using AI to make your people smarter or to make them obsolete? This is probably the most important strategic question you'll answer, and it will literally define your company's capacity to innovate and to survive. Truth number 4, the value you create with AI, it's not entirely yours to keep. Your partners, your competitors, and government regulators, they all get a say in who gets a piece of the pie. And the final truth, AI is not a magic bullet. It's a long-term game that requires a disciplined, data-driven foundation. Without that, you're really just making a series of very expensive guesses in the dark. So what's next? Well, this paper isn't just a summary of where we've been. It's really a roadmap for where we're going. The old playbooks are obsolete, and we are all, together, writing the new ones right now. This research doesn't have all the answers. In fact, it raises more questions than it answers. But as you can see here, these are the right questions, the ones that are going to shape the future of business and strategy for years to come. Which brings us to the final and really the most important question. It's no longer about whether your company uses AI. It's about how. So I'll just leave you with this. What's your AI strategy? Because in this new era, that is the only question that truly matters.